Hey, this is Brett from Energetic Arts, and in this video I just wanted to talk a little bit about the approach to the meditative practice. Now, as you know, if you've been meditating, the infinite void, the space that we're trying to get to, that place of non-thinking, that place of emptiness that the Buddhists talk about, that's beyond the first resting place where all your thoughts and emotions are trying to have their way with you. When you get beyond that and you get into that open space, that black space inside the mind, and you break through the third dimensional space and you go into the fifth dimensional space and beyond, as you would have seen, because everyone's experienced this one way or another at some point in time, is that the space in there is vast and infinite. And now, when I was in Melbourne and I was training with the guys from the Parkour Association, they talked about all these different obstacles that you need to traverse in order to do parkour, or that's useful to have parkour to get beyond some obstacles. And there were gaps and there were jumps and there were walls. But they said that the most daunting and most difficult of obstacles is open space. So obviously when we're meditating and there's infinite open space in the vastness of space, then that is the most difficult obstacle to traverse. Now, when you're in that open space, that deep space without any stars, and you're moving around in there and there's no perspective, there's no points of relativity, then it's going to feel like no matter which direction you go in, that you're not going anywhere, because wherever you are, that's the center of your universe. So getting used to and being accustomed with the discomfort of being in the abyss of deep space, it takes a bit of practice, and it's not a sprint, it's not even a marathon, it's an ultra marathon, because the distance in that space is infinitely large and infinitely small at the same time, and it takes an adjustment of the mind. So this is something that you need to become attuned to through just practice and maturity through third dimensional time, I would say. The other thing that you're traversing in there is time itself, because you're going into a dimension that's beyond space and time. Your perception of how long you're in there is altered. You'll have time distortion, you'll have a stretching of time, a compressing of time. Time will cease to exist altogether. It'll expand out into an infinite line of time, and you'll have access to infinite levels of time in every direction. So this takes a lot of, at first it's disorientating. It's like you can get motion sickness or jet lag from some meditations, depending on how long they are. And if that's what you're experiencing, then maybe it's good to find out where your level is and just stay at your level for a little while and start pushing the edge of that level, so you can become more accustomed and more comfortable expanding your energy into that big open space. So just a little video there, just wanted to cover that for you all. And don't get discouraged, don't get disheartened or freaked out. Just work where you're at, and eventually when the neurology of the brain adjusts and the body can catch up to where the awareness is going, then it's going to seem normal to you, and then you can take further steps out into the field and start expanding your energy even more. So hope that helps, and see you next time.